Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm calling for the arrest of Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. In this video, I'll explain why. I recommend that you pause the video so you can read a short summary from Cimarron Loan Group regarding the crime. In this next clip, Donald Trump is making Gavin Newsom aware what he can do to prevent forest fires in the future.
Different. We're a forest nation. He called it a forest nation. And they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. And when it is, it's a very small problem.
Again, please pause accordingly. These are warnings from Donald Trump, documents from budget cuts, and also firefighter equipment sent to Ukraine. This ex-user provided documents on more budget cuts by Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, and I will leave his name at the end of this video. So now we know we could have avoided a forest fire just by doing a couple things. However, there was some major budget cuts over the course of a year. The last warning was 4 years ago from Donald Trump, and no one listened. We're at the point where the budget cuts actually are taking effect. However, I do want to admit that there's no one that you can blame under the two top people in government, Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. When it comes down to Kristen Crowley, we have a different story. There were red flags, and you'll find out shortly.
They fail you?
Yes. Scale, but again, that's going to be determined by the local.
Sandra Endo, one of our anchors, wants to know if the department is advised that the Santa Ynez Reservoir was going to be emptied. Were you aware that there was no water there?
No, we weren't aware of that.
They don't have to advise you?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
So you had no idea that there wasn't such needed resource?
No, we weren't.
All right.
As well, but I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation, lies. People want to divide.
Ynez Reservoir being empty. There's been a lot of questions about that.
Sure. So my stance on this is when a firefighter comes up to a hydrant, we expect there's going to be water. We don't control the water supply. Our firefighters are there to protect lives and property and to make sure that we're properly trained and equipped.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today?
Can you back up, please? Appreciate it.
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
I'm glad you made it this far. We're all well aware that Gavin knew the risks regarding these wildfires. He's the drunk person that the courts allow to keep getting back behind the wheel after several car accidents. This man is responsible for the 26 deaths and over 160 lives displaced in California. This is utterly irresponsible, and this should outrage Californians, especially the lives affected. With that all said, the budget cuts in the empty reservoir assisted in damaging California. If you don't stand up now, these people will provide a misinformation campaign and destroy the credibility on the facts that's been provided within the last few days according to the actions taken, let alone migrants who are starting fires just as I originally predicted and being released. Such an odd turn of events. So I hope you all gain the courage, pick up the phone, dial 911, press charges on Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass in regard to their utter failure in containing this wildfire when they had a perfectly clean reservoir right down the block. They could have contained this before it blew out of proportion. Thank you very much for taking your time. Have a wonderful day.